Uh, so we were doing biology for BPSC, and we did this video. And today we'll talk about further. Today we'll talk about cytology, and we'll do other organely. And this I'm creating video for both in English as well as in Hindi medium. So the first video, this video will be in English medium, and then second video I'll create in Hindi medium. So I have talked about this, who discovered cell. So if you have not gone through my videos, you can watch it. And then we talked about Robert Hooke. This guy was Robert Hooke. And then we talked about von Leeuwenhoek. Then we talked about what is difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. And obviously we talked about then cell wall, what is cell wall, what is the function of cell wall, and what is nucleus we talked about. And we talked about mitochondria. This was the last slide we did. And we have talked about that in mitochondria ATP formation or energy formation take place. So now we'll talk about uh, some of the organelle. We are not supposed to know about organelle in deep. We just supposed to know what are their function and some sort of what is the structure. So let's talk about plastid. So we are going to talk about plastid today. So remember this fact: when I'm telling you plastid, actually plastid is of three types: chloroplast, which I have written here, chromoplast, that is second, and leucoplast. Look, there are many other. Uh, you can differentiate plastid in another form also. I mean, there are many other form of plastid, but that will be not that important. Only three: chloroplast. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake. Chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. We'll talk about. So the first question arises. We'll talk about chloroplast. Where chloroplast stays? So, chloroplast is found in plant shell. The green color of plant is because of chloroplast. So if the plant is green, it means chloroplast is present in that plant, and it is also responsible for photosynthesis. So this chloroplast is responsible for photosynthesis. And if you say, I have already said, present in plant, responsible for photosynthesis. So the main question can be, what is the function? What is the function of chloroplast? The function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis is some sort of photosynthesis is the process by which plant produces his own food material. Okay, in crude way, we should know that plant produces his own food material, and mostly starch. Okay, and then we'll go to chromoplast. I'm pretty sure you people have seen colored pigment, color plant. Have you seen colored plant? There are many plant which is not actually green, they are actually colored. And this color and that plant is not green color plant, and this color is due to chromoplast. So if plant is not green and it has some other color, it means that plant has chromoplast. And why? So the question arises: chloroplast has a one function, that is, it synthesize food material. But what is the function of chromoplast? So you should know, function of chromoplast is to attract pollinator. Okay, it actually attract pollinator like honey bee. So that the main aim is to attract pollinator. And there is obviously leucoplast. And if you know, leucoplast is non-pigmented organelle. It means there is no color. Okay, and this actually leucoplast is present in non-photosynthetic part, where food is mostly stored. Food is stored. That part you have leucoplast, and most of the part like tubers in the sense potato, you people would have seen potato, sweet potato. In this part you get leucoplast. So remember this thing, this slide is kind of important because of chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. So they can ask you this question, which pigment is present in leucoplast. So you should be very sure that leucoplast there is no pigment. Okay, now let us talk about chloroplast. I mean, we are not talking in detail about chloroplast, but I just want to show you how it looks like. Look, it is a green color, obviously, and you should know it is a double membrane. It has double membrane, like mitochondria. Uh, as we have talked about mitochondria, so in examination they can ask you this question: uh, chloroplast is single membrane or double membrane. So you should know chloroplast has two membrane, double membrane. You can see the first membrane in the outside, right, and the second membrane in the inside. And there are some structure which is not required for you, but for sake of completion, you should know thylakoid is the structure which is inside the chloroplast. Stroma lamella is inside the chloroplast, and obviously intermembrane space is inside the chloroplast. Inner membrane and outer membrane. That is why it is double stranded. And this thylakoid is in the form of stack that is known as granum. And stroma is the place where they live. It is some sort of liquid, some liquid which is where this thylakoid lives. Okay, okay. There's some problem with this. Okay, so let us move ahead. Okay, next we'll talk about endoplasmic reticulum. Look, this is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum, and mostly this endoplasmic reticulum is actually attached to nucleus. You can see this is nucleus, and this endoplasmic reticulum is attached to nucleus. And important thing is, it membrane folds forming cisternae vesicle and tubule. Look, cisternae. This is the folding of the membrane is known as cisternae, and there is also a part called vesicle, but that is not important. This line will be not that important. Important will be it is two type. It means it has smooth, SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth, and RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough means this is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Look, if ribosome is, which we'll study in the next slide, is present outside this endoplasmic reticulum, then we say it is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and if there is no ribosome, then it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So remember this fact. What is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? So you should know ribosome is actually responsible for protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. So if ribosome is present, it means if there is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, then protein synthesis will take place, and also lipid metabolism and detoxification. So there are three functions of rough endoplasmic reticulum. One is protein synthesis, second is lipid metabolism, and third is detoxification. मतलब detoxification का मतलब is to remove the toxin from your body. It actually removes the toxin from your body, all the toxic material, जहरीला material. I hope those who are from English medium, they understand this. Lipid metabolism means whatever the lipid which you eat, actually this endoplasmic reticulum actually helps in digesting the lipid or that is fat. ठीक है? So that's it for this slide. This slide, they can ask you two questions about SER and RER. So you should know about SER and RER, and then they can ask you also about protein synthesis, what is the function, lipid metabolism, and detoxification. Okay, now let's talk about Golgi complex. So this is the structure of Golgi complex. You can see it is some sort of membrane in a form of cisternae, vacuole and vesicle. So there are three parts. This is a membrane. This is known as cisternae. Not that important for BPSC or any exam, but for sake of completion, you should know that this is cisternae, which is stacked. Okay, it's like stacked. You keep it like a you keep like it like a stacked book. So this is cisternae, and this is vesicle, and and there is a vacuole also. Okay, and what is the function? The most important thing is what is the function. So the function is actually packaging a protein. So a ribosome created protein, right? Ribosome create protein, and this thing package it. So that is why it is known as post office of the cell. So people can ask you which, I mean, in examination, they people can ask which apparatus, which organelle is actually known as post of fish. So important question, very, very important question. This is also known as post office of the cell. Okay. Okay. Next is lysosome. Pretty important question. They lysosome. They people ask in every BPSC, in every state public service commission exam. So if you see, this is important. This is a single membrane. There is only one membrane, and inside this lysosome there are many enzyme. Enzyme is nothing but protein. We'll talk about this, but still, for sake of completion, you should know enzyme is nothing but protein. So, and if you know, there is this protein, there is an enzyme which actually digests own cell. So suppose you are starving, or suppose cell is starving. So this lysosome actually releases the enzyme, and that's why the cell die. So this is also known as suicidal bag. This is also important, very important question, which is known as suicidal bags. So this is known as suicidal bags. Important question. Remember this. They can ask you in BPSC or JPSC. Okay. Less important, but still we learn microbodies. So both it is found in both plant and animal cell, but that is this question is very less important, but we should know that organelle actually is divided into three parts: perioxysome, glycosome, glycosomes, and hydrogenosomes. So they are actually for organelle family has four bodies: perioxysome, glycosome, glycosomes, and hydrogenosomes. So, what is the function? In vertebrates, microbodies are especially prevalent in liver and kidney. First, you should know where it is present. It is present in liver and kidney. Liver and kidney, most of the microsome. And it contains enzyme that participate in preparatory or intermediate stage of biochemical reaction. So this has lots of enzyme. So if you see in body, in cell, there are many reaction take place. So this perioxysome or microbodies helps in that reaction. Okay, or this also helps in body break down large molecules and detoxify. So detoxification is also the function. So look, and what is the meaning of breakdown of large molecule? So suppose there are large molecule like protein, which is waste. So this microbodies or perioxysome actually releases enzyme and actually degraded this large protein into small protein, right? And then this goes out of the cell, and this is also some sort of detoxification. Okay, so now very important question, very important question. What is ribosome? If a examiner asks protein formation take place in which place, the answer will be ribosome. And if you know, it is made up of RNA and protein. So this ribosome is made up of two parts, RNA and protein. Okay. And I have told you it is a site of protein factory. And one important question, look, these ribosomes individually form a chain. Okay. Look, they are forming a chain and this chain is connected by another RNA that is known as mRNA. Not important, but you should know they form a chain. So okay, and this is the protein formation. This protein is forming, the protein is forming, the protein is formation take place, the protein forms. Okay, and then after the formation of this protein, Where it goes? It goes to this. Uh, it goes to this place, Golgi complex. ठीक है, Golgi complex, and hence the protein actually package in this place. The packaging of protein take place in Golgi complex. So important question. Now I think last, no, not last, but centriole. Look, this is the structure of centriole, and it is present near nucleus. Okay, nucleus is present in near nucleus, and actually it forms spindle fiber. This fiber na, is known as spindle fiber. This fiber is spindle fiber, and the main function क्या है ना? Main function is to divide the nucleus into two parts. Divide the cell into two parts. So the cell is actually divided into two parts by help of this spindle. What happened? This is the near this spindle formation take place, and slowly and steadily this cell divide into two part. It actually there is a DNA present. Look, there is a DNA present here, like DNA or chromosome present here. It actually one part of centriole joins with one side of chromosome, and other part of centriole joins with other side of chromosome, and they start pull. They pull, right? And so if when they pull it, it slowly and steadily divided into two cell. Okay, and one important function is forms in the helps in formation of sperms also, and involved in formation of cilia and flagella, which we'll talk in next slide. So the main function of centriole is division of cell. Okay, division of cell. Okay. Okay, cilia and flagellas are present in small bodies like this flagellas. Flagella is actually big, and these are flagellas present in many type of bacteria. And cilia is present in paramecium. Paramecium. Okay, and if you know paramecium, and if you know what is the function of cilia and flagella, actually it helps in locomotion. So only thing is it helps in locomotion. Okay. So last is vacuole. Very important question. Vacuole can be important. It is present in mostly both present in animal as well as in plant cell, but plant cell it is big, and vacuole has some sort of air inside it. So in plant cell, if it is big and if it has air, it helps in, and it helps. That is why it helps plant cell to float in water. Float in water, like lotus. Have you seen lotus leaf actually float in water, right? If you see lotus leaf actually float in water, and because the lotus leaf has lots of vacuum. Okay, so and contain various material. You contain various, and the main function is osmoregulatory. It helps in floating. So and the vacuole which is present in the animal cell is smaller than the vacuole which is present in plant cell. So guys, this is the end of the slide. I hope you liked my video. Please like, subscribe to the channel. We'll meet again in next videos. So those who wants to listen this in Hindi, stay tuned. I'm creating in Hindi also. So let's say meet again. Bye bye.